So earlier this month, there was talk about a potential short squeeze in the precious metals market, especially silver, and it prompted people to worry about a confiscation of precious metals on the scale of what happened during the Great Depression. Obviously, there's constantly the threat of tax hikes, right, to pay for all the infrastructure spending. And it made me think about something that I invested in over the last year and a half to 2 years that will not be easily confiscatable. See, 2 years ago, I made a resolution to normalize my relationship with food. And as you guys can see from my videos over the last 2 years, so I've lost a lot of weight. My skin condition has improved a lot. More importantly, I'm more able to focus on tasks. I used to be in the middle of something, oh my god, let's go get some food. In the middle of something else, oh my god, I gotta get up to eat something. My computer keyboard was a disaster. Sometimes the computer would completely break down because things would short out from food getting onto the keyboard. You get the idea. Lots and lots of distractions. I had a student who I do tutoring over Zoom now. And I'm in the middle of a subject that I know the student is struggling with. It happens to be my favorite subject. And all of a sudden, just when the student is picking up some traction, chomp, 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 chomp. I got so furious about that because I wanted to diplomatically point out how distracting it was to himself. It wasn't even a bother to me. And I said, hey, Mike, do you think that those chips are a little bit too distracting? And Mike, not his real name by the way, he goes, not really. And he continues to chomp away. And I know I can't push it any further because I used to be just like him. And if I pushed it any further, I know it's just going to be, he's going to have a craving and something like that. So I let the lesson finish. And I emailed him as a follow-up, hey, we have another lesson on Thursday. Make sure you have some snacks beforehand. So we can focus on that. And to his credit, he never did it again. And it was a nice learning experience to me because it gave me reinforcement of what can go wrong if I go back to my old eating disorder ways. Okay, that was 2 years ago. This year I made a resolution to get over my fear of loud environments. Unfortunately, here in Seattle, we go back to phase 2 next week, and I won't be able to go out and practice these as much as I'd like to. We're in phase 3 right now. I took up bowling, and unfortunately, I haven't been bowling for 2 weeks because I hurt my thumb in the bowling ball. But I was scoring an 80 something when I started back in August, and about a month and a half ago, I scored a 183, and I had some life changes, so I wasn't doing too well this previous month, and then I haven't bowled for 2 weeks because of my thumb. But here's the thing. Getting over my eating disorder, getting over my loud environments has been very helpful for my career. I think even that's an understatement. There are a lot of events, gatherings, and networking that I could not have done without these 2 changes to my life. And the nice thing is Uncle Sam can't easily confiscate these 2 things away from me, right? I guess the closest thing is that we could be drafted again, right? Other than that, it's not easily confiscatable. And between the drafting and the confiscating of precious metals, well, I guess both of them were ended in the 70s, right? So, but drafting is more in the public's mind, and we fought long and hard for that, right? Not too many people were aware of the exact date when gold became legal to own again, right? Anyways, a form of wealth that can't easily be confiscated or taxed.